Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Heroes of the Storm, we're going to be playing Valla, who was recently reworked and probably got the largest buffs of any character to come out of the rework crew. That is including Stitches and Johanna. So we're on Warhead Junction today. As always, it's a YouTube video, so feel free to like, comment, and subscribe your heart out. We've got a Zagara, Valla, Murky, Stitches, and Ragnaros versus a Nova, Cassia, Arthas, Asmo, and Nazebo. Warhead Junction is a massive map, so building what we're building today is going to be a little bit rough, but I stand behind this build. I think it's really fun, really good for big damage, and I'm into it. So we're building Q today, and if you are not, oh my god, the wall actually got me, but no one on the enemy team is paying attention, so I'm going to live. Fuck yeah. Our Q is a Hungering Arrow. It's just an arrow. It is a straight line skill shot with pretty decent range to it. You're going to launch it, and if it hits a hero, it is going to travel around and keep hitting them, or other heroes. It can bounce, and it is doing a lot of burst damage. That's just all about it. Your W is called Multi-Shot. It is very simply a just an ability that you shoot out in a cone. Does a bunch of damage in an AoE, and it hits everything in that cone. Doesn't get stopped when it hits stuff. It's just pretty thick arrows. Your E is called Vault. Vault is just going to let you tumble in a direction, and then after you've done that, your next auto attack is going to do additional damage. It's your main form of escape, your main form of mobility, and then once we hit level 20, you're just going to be vaulting all over the place. Your trait is called Hatred, and this is the main reason that Valla can do such ridiculous amounts of damage. The basic attacks are going to give you a stack of Hatred up to 10, and then each stack is going to increase basic attack damage and movement speed, 8% for attack damage, and then 1% for movement speed. So Valla can move 10% faster with full stacks, and she can do 80% more damage with full stacks as well with her basic attacks. So she slaps in the damage department because of Hatred. Now, all that being said, Valla does have two ultimates. One of them, the one that you're going to pick more often than the other, is called Reign of Vengeance. Reign of Vengeance is a straight line skill shot. It's got 2 charges. It's going to have a small delay on it, and the missile speed is not entirely fast, but it is going to stun things that are hit by it, which is really helpful, and it's going to do some damage. The other ultimate is Strafe. Strafe is just a big AoE of damage. Oh no, there's a Nova here. She missed her abilities though, and I am feeling much happier about getting away. 69 health we got down to. Nice. Anyway, Strafe, just a big AoE. Valla can move around. She can vault while strafing as well, but she's just going to shoot her guns in a big circle for an extended period of time. And then 20 upgrade for Strafe now will basically give you an infinite strafe if you're never interrupted, which is really cool, and the damage is going to heal you. All that being said, we're not taking strafe, we're not doing any of the 20 strafe shenanigans, we're going full Q build, and it is going to be glorious. Can we get the Cassia with her 30 armor? She finally goes down, thank God. Now we can focus on Arthas, or not. We can just let him go as well. He's got the nuke. Don't think we can kill him anyway, so here we are. So the build for Valla that I'm using today is going to be 1 Puncturing Arrow, the quest, Repeating Arrow at 4, 7 is going to be Frost Shot, 13 will be Gloom, 16 is going to be Manticore, and then 20 will be Acrobat. All of these talents are going to work extremely well together, with the exception of the 13 talent, which is just a completely defensive tier anyway, so you just kind of pick what is going to make the most sense. Gloom usually going to be the best option, but as long as you're not picking Siphoning Arrows at 13, you're golden. Now, the rest of the build, though, your Q talent at level 1 is the Puncturing Arrow, and hitting this ability is how you get quest stacks, but you have to hit the initial arrow launch on a hero. So, in doing that, you're going to increase the damage of the ability, and on top of that, the talent is going to give you 1 additional bounce on the arrows themselves. So maybe there is a kill that you would have gotten if the arrow bounced one more time, that's where this talent comes in. And I know that there are quite a few instances that I have had that happen, so I can thank this talent quite a bit. Our current bonus hungering arrow damage is 60 with 10 stacks, so it's not terrible, and considering that the damage the ability is doing off the bat is 199, and then 114 after that, so it's pretty good. Couple that with the fact that your next talent, the Frost Shot, well, your 7 talent, Frost Shot, is going to slow enemies, and it is going to increase the damage of your hungering arrow to slowed enemies. What that means is that when you hit your Q, even if your Q is has already hit with that initial impact, the bounce damage that it does after the fact is also going to be buffed by the slow that you get from Frost Shot. So even if you don't manage to have your W going off immediately, you can use it on the target that you're hitting with your hungering arrow to still get buffed damage for the bounces that you're getting for your Q. So your Frost Shot affects the entire scope of damage for your Q, which is really, really helpful. Ooh, got the repeating arrow on the Cassia. She's just going to take a casual half her health bar. But yeah. So it's all about burst. This whole build is all about burst and is really, really, really good. Using repeating arrow at 4, you're going to have to use your vault a bit creatively. I missed my Q. Oh my god. Got to get behind the building. Blocked one. Blocked another one. Thank god. Got out of there with 47 health because I know how to maneuver around buildings to block some triple tap shots. Fantastic stuff. And Cassia can't hit her abilities, so wasn't ever worried. Yeah. We're in a very dancey mood today, so if that's a problem for you, you can always find another Valla video. I won't fault you for that. But the rest of your build is pretty simple. Most of it isn't going to change from what Valla was good at prior to this. And, oh my. If we're being honest, I can't be anywhere near that Murky. There's too many people. He's not going to hold her long enough, so sorry, buddy, you're on your own. That is an egg for a Murky just out and about in the middle. We were able to stun him long enough, stun the Arthas long enough so that the Murky could respawn and get away, but at the same time, still pretty frightening that the egg was there, and we're still dealing with the effects of that, honestly. Murky is just going to put his egg in, again, another easily accessible spot, which is a little bit worrying, but fine. Do what you got to do. You're the Murky player. So 13, when you pick up Gloom, you're going to be able to get a spell shield based on the amount of hatred stacks you have. Okay, well, see, you died, and then your egg is right there. I can't really save it this time because Valla doesn't have any more ability to kill Nova, and all of my stun stacks were gone from saving you the last time. So, maybe put your egg in, you know, a defendable position, like behind a building or inside a camp, or I don't know, any number of things. Looks like Asmo is just going to walk forward and die here. Our arrows are getting a little bit eaten up by minions, which is sad stuff there. But we've got 20 stacks right now, 120 bonus damage. Stitch is going for a hook on a character that's already dead. Not super sure why that is, but whatever. At 16, we're picking up Manticore still because having that 5% max health damage on your auto attacks seems pretty fucking busted tier OP. But the other thing that I can't believe I missed that cue. The other thing I think that could be really useful here is Seething Hatred. So while at max hatred, all of our damage is going to be increased by 10%. That means all of our abilities are increased by 10%, all of our autos are increased, our ults are increased, everything goes up by 10%. So that, in and of itself, may be better for working with this Q build because it's all ability damage at the end of the day anyway. But there have been games that I've played picking Manticore, and I can't get into range to auto-attack the enemy team for one reason or another, and it's like, okay, well, this isn't my favorite thing in the world. So maybe there are cases where you take Seething Hatred instead of Manticore. Oof. Man, just not walking towards his team at all. Maybe he was walking towards Stitches for a friendly hook. Not sure that would have helped him, but if you walk down there, we can go on him. Even if you die, we'll probably trade one. We've got camps going in the bottom side of the lane. It looks like Zagara is probably going to eat it. Big Maw. Ooh, the friendly hook to get her out of there as well. Can we get the Nova kill? Big Octo Grab taking her out. Hot stuff there. Gonna stun. Okay, we've got the Nazeebo pull, and there is the Ball Lightning down as well. Gargantuan comes out. We can get the Arthas, maybe? No, we cannot. The wave, the lava wave is here. Oh my god, Nazeebo just walked directly into all of it. And then Cassia decides that she's going to go back in as well, and the Gargantuan is going to block my second puncturing arrow. But Murky gets the kill on Cassia, so everything turned out better than expected, truly. I think Zagara is going to be here just in time. Yes. Perfect interrupt by the Zagara. And now the enemy team has to kill all the little boogers to try and channel while Murky comes back, so now it's impossible for them to do anything. 150 bonus damage right now on our stacks for our Q damage, and then 20 once this rolls around. We're going to take Acrobat, we're going to get 2 additional charges of Vault, 3 Caltrops are going to drop when we Vault, and then mainly the big thing is having the 3 charges of Vault, because every time, ooh, big hook, following that Stitches, making the right call to follow him on the hook. But when you get Acrobat, that means multiple vaults, that means multiple Qs. So multiple Hungering Arrows is where all of your burst damage is going. So you could just be zipping and zoobing and zapping with this build. And it's just fucking ridiculously good. Trying to do a little dance with Arthas, can't get the 3rd Mana Core stack on him because I don't want to go under the tower, and my team isn't walking forward either. So we're just going to have to make do. You'll also see me dropping some Hungering Arrows on the Nova clones because they do count towards stack progress. Even though they're not an actual hero, they are counted as a hero. Murky getting the kill on the fort with his pufferfish. Fantastic stuff, my dude. And now we just get another free stack off of the clone. Zagara doing a camp on the top side. Looks like Murky has got us an Arthas with his Octograb, and he is going to get taken down super quick for the free camp for us on the end of this. Oh, have we died yet? I don't think we have. Certainly haven't. Oh no. Oh no. They're catching up to us in damage. No. I can only imagine I'm going to lose the MVP this game. Not that that matters. It's not about getting the MVP award. It's just about winning and playing good and not being a bad teammate. That's okay. I definitely think that the damage that you're going to be doing with this build is more conditional than the other builds that you can take with Valla. So if you're playing Hungering Arrow, you'll probably mostly want to be with your team in a 4-man setting, and at least have someone roaming or setting CC up for you to dump all of your damage onto. The other builds, the multi-shot and auto-attack with Valla, are probably much more self-sufficient. You can do more on your own. Oh my god, what is that? What is that, brother? Oh my... Okay, there's 3 people in that mall. Why are we leaving? Okay, well, turns out I made a bad decision because my other teammate made a really bad decision, and then the rest of my team decided that it wasn't gonna be worth it to... It was 3 people in a mall. And then they all started running away, and I'm like, I'm inside the enemy team at that point. So, I don't know. Seems like we probably could have won that. Just saying. Just leaving it out there. Big whopping miss from the Stitches on the Arthas. But whatever, we'll let that team fight go. That's my only death of the game. It's really unfortunate. Murky's egg is down, but he does get the nuke, and he's going to bubble out immediately. Now we've got the Caltrops at level 20. Or, no, it's called Acrobat. It's called Acrobat. It also spits out Caltrops, but The time has come. That's a nuke on the top lane. Not super worried about it. 2 people dead on the enemy team. Zagara's already taken care of it. So let's go try to do some dancing damage. Nazebo using his ice block at the worst time possible. You gotta use that to prevent damage, prevent CC. It's not gonna prolong your life at all if you're just standing there waiting to die in the middle of our team. Anyway, what is our damage up to right now? We've got 198 bonus damage on our initial impact of our Q, so we're doing right around 500, 510 damage with just the first impact of the Q. That is not counting the bonus damage from Frost Shot. That is not counting any of the extra damage from the bounces. So, if we're just using that as a benchmark, we can get about 1,500 damage just using Vault to reset the cooldown of our Q. Actually, we can do 4, because if we have a Q up going into a fight that we hit, so that's 2,000 damage if we manage to hit all of the arrows on a single person, unlike myself, who just shoots them off into nothingness. But that is a shitload of damage, and that isn't counting all the bouncing damage or the increased damage that we can do with our Frost Shot. So, I mean, just crazy amounts of damage. You can pretty much 100 to 0 a person at level 20 with Valla if you're hitting all of your skill shots and doing all of the good vaulting. It's really, really good. Really good. Rag going into Ragfort mode, landing a big Q on the Nova, who is going to get taken out before I can even get to her to do some damage. Looks like Arthas is next on the list. We've got the Manticore and some more Hungering Arrows for him. And now the boss is pecking away at the core, finally getting a kill on the Asmo with the Hungering Arrow. My team hungry for him, but I'm not going to let it happen. Not again. This one's mine. The game is over. The lava wave didn't even touch the core. I mean, seems good. Man, our team was just really, really good at stopping everything that they were doing. Zagara was pushing. Rag was lava waving. Stitches was, I guess he was hooking here and there. Got his thumb out, waiting for somebody to roll up and just yoink. But anyway, the build, in case you need it again, 6 and 1. Damn it. He did. He overtook me in all of the damage categories. Bummer. Rag. I mean, so again, this is what I mean about the conditional damage. Since we only did 37, we also missed a lot of arrows, but there was a lot of instances on this map, specifically in Warhead, that we weren't able to get near the enemy heroes as much because of the amount of splitting up of the team that you have to do, the amount of macro that's required of the map. I mean, this probably was not the build to go, but I still had a super huge amount of fun with it. So it's Puncturing Arrow at 1. You're going to take Repeating Arrow at 4. 7 is Frost Shot. 10 is Rain of Vengeance. Gloom is 13. 16 is Manticore. Acrobat at 20. Fantastic build. Would recommend. Don't pick it all the time, but it is super fun. So enjoy yourself. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.